All right. So for today's episode, episode one of two, I'm trying to incorporate video because I'm actually learning. So I may do video this time and might not do video next time. I also kept the audio, but I had to do like 4 takes because I got distracted by text messages and other things that I had to rant about. And thankfully, the website didn't save that because I probably would have put bits and pieces of it in there, but I think it was for the best that my rant didn't get saved. So I wanted to go back and do an intro, which here it is. This is episode 3, where I talk about Betsileo rituals, a tiny bit of Ginuwine. I thought I was going to talk more about him, but I actually didn't. And pretty much what I'm telling you now, I'm learning how to edit videos, if I can do video podcasts, I think that would be good, especially for my YouTube page and everything like that. So let me know what you think. I'll have more information about the show, and I'll have more information about whatever else I talked about in the podcast in the description.
First thing I want to talk about, like I said, I was watching this thing on Netflix. Damn, I can't think of the name of it, and I probably really should have looked it up to tell y'all the name because I'm still watching other episodes because there's another bunch of extreme things that people do, but this one stood out to me that literally made me gag. Let me tell you because I had to do some more research about it, but there are tribes in Madagascar. They're like different ethnic groups and they have different rituals and they do different things. So let me go back to the beginning. Let's start with the term marina. No, let me go back a little bit. Okay. Okay, tribes of Madagascar. Okay. Madagascar's population consists of 18 ethnic groups, some of which differ greatly in their appearance, their traditions, and their beliefs. Although statistically 50% of Madagascans are Christians, most people still live their old traditions with their own faith and according to the old legends. No, I'm sorry. Let me reread that. I know how to read out loud. Don't do that. Although statistically 50% of Madagascans are Christians, most people still live in their old traditions with their own faith and according to the old legends. Here we would like to present the people of Madagascar, their origins and way of life. So I'm reading this from a passage that I found. It's called madamagazine.com. So it says, I love all versions of myself. I have a positive affirmation app. I love all versions of myself. Um, each ethnic group of Madagascar wears its typical clothes and has its own dialect. People have different facial features depending on their original origin. Some also wear facial paintings. So, Marina, that means those who always come back home. They originate from Indonesia, which is still reflected in their facial features today. This ethnic group, which most Madagascans belong in number, lives in the highlands of and around Antananarivo, the capital of Madagascar. Historically, the Merina were already rulers of Madagascar in the 16th century until the country has declared a French colony in 1897. They were also involved in the slave trade in the early 19th century. From its long history has remained the division of Marina into 3 classes: the Andriana, noblemen; Hova, citizens; and the Endevo, slaves. The Andriana are divided hierarchically into 7 further subgroups. Marina men traditionally wear the malabari, a special red dress. Their language is one of Madagascar's 3 official languages. Marina boys are traditionally circumcised in a 7-yearly ceremony, as is common in many other ethnic groups. Which gets to what I'm about to say next. Marina is not the name of the group from Madagascar that did their circumcision ritual. And this was actually pretty recent where they did this to a child. It's the Betsileo, which means the invincible. So about a little bit about the Betsileo before I tell you what I watched and what made me gag. Okay, so Betsileo, that means the invincible. They're specialists in terraced rice cultivation and famous for the turning of the dead, the Madihana. This tradition is also cultivated in the marina, also inhabiting the highlands with which Betsileo is closely connected. Besides the well-known burial sites, this ethnic group is known for its Batalahi stone stele. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look that up because I don't even know half the words I'm saying. In former times, they were used to mark the kingdom's borders. Today, Batalahis are also set up for festivities and special occasions. Like the marina, the Betsileo are still divided into classes into which people are born. However, this classification does not always have a real influence on social life. The Betsileo live around Fianarantsoa. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm illiterate. In eastern Madagascar and are historically divided into several small kingdoms. So, about the Betsileo. So I was watching the show on Netflix, right? Like the marina, they have this circumcision ceremony, and it's for the Betsileo boys, where it's like they have a ritual where they're going from children to men, and then they do this thing. It's like this: the children go into this ring with this bull, and they have to dodge the bull, and if they don't get speared by the bull, or if they survive, then they're considered a man. But a lot of these kids go in there and they got like big ass gashes and wounds in their legs and shit, and they got scars from when they trying to like go like like trying to, and it's like that's the way you prove that you're a man. But part of the ritual is they have a circumcision, and the youngest child, the youngest boy in the village, gets circumcised in front of everybody. They're like singing and chanting. The doctor comes out and he's got his shit, like he got on his white glove. I mean, first of all, they're in a village and there's dirt on the ground. They're not even in a hospital. The little boy's sitting there looking around. He don't know what the fuck is going on. He don't know what the fuck is going on. He just like, and everybody's singing, and the grandpa's behind there, like he all excited and ecstatic and this shit. He got this banana and shit like that. Like we're gonna get back to the grandpa because he got the banana and shit. And so then they say that they circumcised the youngest child. I forget why they say they circumcised the child. Like I said, I really gotta go back so that, but I'll put it in the notes. I'll put the show and why they do that because I don't remember why. But that's still, it's going to lead up to something major. Anyway, so they don't use any anesthesia, none of that. They don't show them actually circumcising the child, but like they have off cameras, like you see the foot of the child, and you see that they're the surgeon or whatever he is circumcising the child. You hear the child screaming and crying in pain, and everybody's singing and chanting and praising and everything like that. And this child is going through trauma, and that's very sad. It makes me so sad, and it's just like, this child, like, come on, y'all, like, and then it's outside. It's like, but the part that literally made me gag was the surgeon or whoever is removing the foreskin and stuff like that, and then they cut the camera to the grandpa. He already missing teeth and shit, right? So you already know that his oral hygiene is, and he eats something, and then he eats a piece of the banana, and then the commentator, which I believe is Idris Elba, he's like, and part of the ritual is the grandfather eats the foreskin, but he to stomach it, he eats part of the banana. And I'm like, this man is eating wee wee meat, like, like, bruh, like, and then the fact that you had a banana and and he had, like, first of all, he doing like this dancing, like the shit is alright, like he cool with the shit, but deep down you could see that he really don't want to eat the shit. They over here like, like, and stuff like that. And like, he really don't want, you got a banana because you eating ding ding meat. Like, bruh, like the child is already going through enough. And then you got the audacity in front of everybody to eat wee wee meat. Like, I'm not trying to sound ignorant or nothing like that, but y'all can't find another tradition. Like, y'all ain't gotta, and if I guess maybe I just feel like, infections, trauma, that's thing. And I just finished watching Dahmer, and so to think about the fact that he ate some dick meat, like, I just I may have to find a screenshot of that man's face, but it's the fact that, like, he didn't let it dry out. He didn't wait a couple of days because even in America, what is it? Females eat the placenta. It's like good for the soul, or like has vitamin E or some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, but it has something good. Like, it's good for like the skin or something. Like, 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 but she's eating her own placenta. Like, it's like internal cannibalism, right? It's like internal cannibalism. I mean, I don't know if there's a term for that, but she's not eating the foreskin of an. And then it's like, how is he gonna chew it? He has like he's missing teeth, but he has the he's acting like he's chewing it, but bro, you're not chewing anything. I'm not trying to be rude or offensive, but I'm not eating no ding ding meat. So I think it's time for us to move on from that topic. But I just wanted to share that. It's just the things that, like I said, I feel for the child. Like on a serious note, I do feel for the child. Like I couldn't imagine going through that. I thought like I knew about the female circumcision. Like I know that was like in Africa. I forget where, but I know about the female circumcision. Um, but I didn't know that it was a thing with males as well. And then the youngest child. So then that lets me know that not all of them get that type of circumcision. So you just choose the youngest child, and I guess it's an honor. Is it really an honor to eat ding ding meat and traumatize a child? I guess it is to them, but for me, I'm not eating no ding ding meat. Anyway, so on to my next subject. So, I love Ginuwine. That man is funny. That man is funny, but I'm I just don't understand. Like I get, and I also get overcoming your fears. Like it's just say overcoming my fear of heights. But if you're not ready, bruh, don't do it. You don't like it. Take your time overcoming your fear, bruh. You almost drown in some water because you can't even hold your breath longer than 15 seconds, and then you panic. I'm glad that you made a full recovery, but bruh, stick to the dance moves, please. Like I don't even do water like that. Like sometimes I wear sometimes I wear a float in the shower. You can drown in the shower. That's the thing. You can actually drown in the shower. It's rare cases, but it's a thing. But yeah, I didn't want to stay on that for too long because I was really stuck on the Betsileo ritual and whatnot. And like I said, I'm trying this out to see how my editing works and everything. So don't judge me. I hope you like this content. Tell me how I did, and I'll have more information in like the comments and shit like that. All right, bye.